Welcome to Faith in Action's Fall Benefit. We are so excited tonight that you are joining us, probably from your living room, from your kitchen table, maybe from your office. But we are so excited that you are here. We can't wait to share with you what God has been working and doing through this ministry over the past year. A lot has happened in 2020. The pandemic definitely has changed things, but that has not stopped ministry work. Even though we are not able to transport the kids to events, we just brought the fun to them, and it's been great. We brought them just a variety of care packages, anything from making homemade cookies to making your own pizza kit to delivering pillows that they need to make. It's just been a wonderful time of getting to know the families a little bit better. It's really our prayer that through these simple, tiny acts of kindness, that they may see that Christians dwell in hope, not in fear, that they may come just to know Jesus is their Lord and Savior is our ultimate goal. It's my pleasure now to introduce you to Marquise. Marquise, we got to know, I think, for about 5 years now, and we were able to meet him through our partnership with Galilee Baptist Church. He's attended multiple vacation Bible schools, helped with food and coat distributions. He's just really turning into this really fine young man, and I really can't wait to see what God has planned for him.
My name is Marquise. I've been knowing Mr. Rich and Miss Jody for 5-6 years, and hopefully they be in my life more, and I just love them. My mother met them first, I believe. She came home, was like, I met these nice people. They was saying like they was doing a coat giveaway, and she was like, oh, well, we go to church Sunday, and this is when we're gonna meet them. And so we went to church that Sunday, and they was there, and they was like introducing themselves to us, and we was introducing ourselves to them. They passed out coats and things, and from there it's just like they just came in our life. I was a hard-headed boy, and it's like when I first met them, it's like I started to develop in my head. It's like, okay, this don't go to this path, go through this right path. When I met Miss Jody and Mr. Rich, they developed up in my head, like, love everyone who they are. It doesn't matter what they go through. If they care about you, if they don't care about you, you still care about them. God put you on this earth to do something, and that thing is to love people and to respect people, number one, I believe. They taught me because, like, when I was a young boy, I always say that I wanted to be famous, and so I can help the homeless. And when I first met them, I've been seeing like, oh, they love to help homeless, they love to help the community and things. So that's what brought it into my head, and I was like, that would be a good idea. I want to like help the community. I want to help the homeless. I want to build like a building for like homeless can stay nights and just stay there for them and things. That's what they put in my head, to just love others and care for others. They always bring us like boxes of food, or like they donate things to my family. They've been through a lot with us. If we need something, they will be there for us. They've been there mostly my whole teenager life. They've been there thick through thin. They've been there when we needed something, when we needed help. They always there for us. They take us places that if my family can't do it, they will try to do it for us. This means a lot. Without them, half of this thing that I did in my teenager life or young kid life, I won't be able to deal, like going to the Right Side game or going to like these fancy places and things. I just thank them for coming in our lives, helping us thick through thin. If they can be there, I thank them for that. If they didn't, I still thank them for trying to be there for us.
What we do here at the Woodlot is give guys a chance to work who may have just gotten out of jail, guys who are homeless, guys who just may be down and may need a job and having difficulty finding employment elsewhere. Faith at Work goes a little farther than just giving guys employment. They mentor us, counsel us. It's just basically a place of second chances and a place of growth, and are pushed to move on, pushed to move forward. That's what Faith at Work is to me.
First met Rich through a welding course I was taking, which was free to us, where they help people who has gotten into some trouble in their life try to get a trade and learn a trade. Rich would come and do Bible studies with us a couple times a week. So that's how we originally met Rich. We eventually finished the welding class and later on started to work for Rich at the woodlot. About 3 phases. The truck dumps the wood when it's huge, big logs. So then it goes to the cutters who cuts the logs to a decent size. Then it has to be quartered, and then we split the wood. Once the wood is split, we package it into bundles, ship it off. To begin the day, we have our daily devotion. We read a passage of scripture. We talk about it amongst each other, and then we say a prayer for our day. Mark comes Friday. We'll stop working an hour early so we get an hour of Bible study. And we'll just pick a chapter, go into it deeply, discuss it amongst each other, and yeah, that's every Friday. But the daily devotions is every day. Well, every Wednesday we get pizza. Other times, from time to time, we'll pop up with something amazing, lunch, food. All my other jobs, you come to work and you know, some people might not even speak. You see a supervisor, he tell you, go over there and do this. You know, we're here is different. They speak to you, how are you? It's concern, it's caring. That's the biggest difference, is that you feel like the people you work for actually care and not like they just got you here, you know, to work. These goals that they teach you to set for yourself, they want you to write them down so you can clearly see what your goals are, and they push you to go towards them. They truly care. They truly care. They want what's best for you. They won't hold you back if you feel like you found something that you want to do and explore. You're free to do it, but if you need to come back, you can free to come. It's an open door. I definitely would recommend this place for anyone who needs a second chance. This ministry helps a lot of people. It helps people in need. It doesn't care about what you've done in the past. You know, as long as they know that you're on the right path going forward. I will hope that anyone that's on the fence about it will come on over the fence, because it's a great place, great ministry, caring, loving people. And like I say, I'm just glad God put them in my path, or put me in their path, to be able to have met these people, and they helped me out tremendously. It's a great place, man. I'm glad to be here, really.
I'd like to introduce you to a dear friend of mine, Stacy. Stacy, I got to know probably about 6 years ago, and I just can't imagine life without her. She is one amazing lady that just does not give up. She just encourages me. I just pray that I can be as much of a blessing to her that she is to me.
My name is Stacy Fonts, and I've known Jody and Rich, I think, since probably 2013, maybe, or 2014. I already was looking for a way to help people in the area, and the little stuff I did for people wasn't really as much as what I would like to do. And they helped me and helped a bunch of people too. It's one of those, I think it's helped my little kids and my grandkids and nieces and nephews, because it shows them that no matter how much they think they don't have, there's other people out there that need more. My kids are lost without Jody and Rich. You know, my nieces and nephews always want to come back too, and other people that I've brought, they're always like, what are you going to be doing? And this year's been extremely hard because, everybody's supposed to be 6 feet apart and so much stuff is closed. So, just getting out and being allowed to be together for a little while helps. We usually get there and we start picking and looking over what's ripe, what's not. So we get boxes and everybody kind of goes to a different section so we're not all just on top of each other. And we start picking. It's great because, you've seen it when you put it in and you see where it goes. And then the fact that you can eat it is always a plus. And hanging out with Rich and learning to drive the gator. And the kids' favorite part, of course, is the project. Jody comes up with some really good projects. But Jody and Rich have taken them on field trips to like the aquarium. My kids and some of the city kids and some of my nieces and nephews, we've all went and packed school boxes for the different schools and different grades. And that's another thing, you interact with people that you might not meet on an everyday basis. I think they're a wonderful organization. I think they've taught my kids a lot. A lot more people are gonna know about them because my kids know, my nieces and nephews. And as they spread out, one of the things they can say is they built stuff, they've painted stuff, they've helped people on the side, with gardening or even the school boxes. That's a big thing because that reaches a lot of kids. Jody and Rich embrace a lot of people. And they're a blessing to me and my family and the people that I help. And it reinforces the things that I tell my kids because we have a lot of the same beliefs. To see how somebody else lives is, I think, a good way to teach people not to be so judgmental. And maybe if you have a blessing, you should pass it on. I think that's what Jody and Rich do, and they make you realize, God is there for everybody, whether you're down here or up here. And that's a blessing in itself.
Thank you so much for spending your evening with us. I would like to thank our sponsors for making this evening possible by underwriting the cost of our fall benefit. I would also like to thank the Board of Directors of Faith in Action and all the volunteers that have made Faith in Action what it is, not only last year, but since its beginning. Faith in Action has always been very intentional to its mission. The mission being that we demonstrate God's love in practical ways, and that's what you've seen tonight. If what you saw tonight excited you or interested you in any way and you thought, I could be a part of that, we have some ways that you can do that. First of all, you could volunteer. We always need volunteers at the woodlot. You've seen a lot about the woodlots, an exciting part of our ministry. So if you were at all touched by what you saw tonight, I'm asking you to stand with us, to partner with us, to consider making a donation to help us not only continue to grow the ministry, but to expand our territory and to really continue to make a difference in our own little corner of the world. You can make a donation by mailing a check to Faith and Action at 25353 State Street, Unit D in Crete, Illinois. Or you can visit our website to make a donation. Thank you again for spending your time with us tonight. We thank you for your support and helping us make a difference. Good night.